Welcome to the Second Nature Show. My name is Don Campbell. I am here with my show co-host Alex Coble-Frakes.
Hello.
And Donna Masterson. She's back from the disco cruise last week.
I danced, let me just tell you, I danced for 4 hours, 4 nights in a row, okay?
Disco queen, disco fever over here.
With the village people.
The village people.
The spinners.
Casey the Sunshine
Casey
Band.
and the Sunshine Band.
It was amazing. It was amazing.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think so. It sounds like it.
I missed you guys. I missed all of you.
We missed you too, Donna. Thank you I hope you had a great time, and we're happy that you're back here with us. So today I'm really excited to introduce you to our special guest. His name is Justin Rhedrick-Nelson.
Yeah.
And he is a coach, but he also practices a vegan lifestyle. And so, Justin, we're really happy to have you on the show today. Thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me.
You're welcome. So I'd love to hear how you came into the decision of living a vegan lifestyle and then becoming a health coach. Tell us a little bit about that.
Well, it all kind of happened at the same time. 2015, I was training real hard at this boxing gym, getting ready for a first amateur fight, and I wanted my body to be really, really like clean and healthy. So I was seeing a lot of stuff on veganism, and I was like, let me give this a shot, and I wanted to do something different. I wanted to be like ultra crazy healthy. And from doing that, I realized like it was a lot of discipline I had to do, but I saw these memes on Instagram that said, if you eat certain foods, your body will react a certain way. And, the best way to have life is to feed your food, live type of foods, plants, vegetables, legumes, as opposed to eating all dead food, like meats and animal foods. And I don't know where that resonated with me so hard, but I was like, all right, I can do that. And then I was trying it out for a while, but I didn't really get the hang of it until I met this woman on the bus. Her name was Anita Harris, and I would text her and she would show me how to cook vegan foods. And once I started having the habit of making dishes I like and finding more dishes, I just found a way to keep at it. And ever since then, I've built more and more and more recipes and ways to eat around veganism and how to make a habit that sticks instead of just having it fall by the wayside.
I'm kind of curious because you mentioned making it a habit that sticks. So in changing to that lifestyle, like what was the biggest struggle for you to do that? And what was your biggest surprise once you got to the other side and you made it a habit?
My biggest struggle was, first of all, hold on. Ooh, thought I had to sneeze. My biggest struggle, my biggest struggle at first was actually not eating the food I already had. Like just not eating it. Like even I had a thing, either I would throw it out or I let it go bad so I couldn't eat it. And just finding recipes was the hardest struggle.
They call that strategic sabotage.
Strategic sabotage, yeah. Yeah, I didn't really let myself, I didn't really feel like any type of withdrawals like headaches or crazy body pain. So I felt like, well, hell, this might be something I have going on that works. And what made it, you said, what did I realize when I got to the other side?
Yeah, well, like what was your biggest surprise?
my biggest surprise was actually how the outside world took me being vegan. Like, that was my biggest surprise. Like, it's almost like you're at war with people, and like, you know, you always have to have some smart comment ready to say for somebody else.
Steak.
Yeah.
Just
You
say.
know, like, years ago, I probably would have been like, I probably would have gone back and forth with it, but I know Dom, so it's not like, I'm talking about like random internet people,
Oh yeah.
and then like, you know, trolls, and then like, actually then the vegan community themselves, like some vegans, they're so like out there, like, be like, yo, y'all really talk to people like that? And it's like, yo, I think what really let me know the difference was when I was just like, yo, people are really like, I don't know, like, it's just a lot that goes on. You can see a lot goes on with people, you know, whether their own insecurities come up, or, you know, they want to show you so much that they know this and you don't know as much as them, and I don't know, but
I think it's interesting because, like, I think you probably experienced a lot of that because that kind of lifestyle, it's a choice that you're making. And for a lot of people too, there's a belief system sometimes associated with that choice,
mm-hmm.
right? So it creates a lot of what you're talking about in our society.
Yeah.
I'm really curious. So I'm from Iowa, and my little brother is vegan. He and his girlfriend both became vegan about a year ago, and so we do a lot of with our family. Like, we're super accommodating. I make them vegan stuff when they come over, but I think sometimes it's hard for them out at restaurants, like in the Midwest, just being vegan, like to go anywhere and be able to get a meal that meets your needs. And I'm curious, did you find that to be true for where you live? Was it is it easy to go out and get vegan fare, or is that kind of something you have to plan out in advance?
Well, you know, for me, I ask questions. Like, so I'll go to, like, say restaurants, for instance. I'll go to a restaurant, I'll look at the menu, I ask them what doesn't have dairy in it, what doesn't have meat in it. Well, this doesn't have this. It might be all the sides. I'm like, well, let me get the sides, then I'll eat. And I'm like, you just want sides? That's all I want. If I do, like, if I'm out and I feel like big, I don't know, they call it junk food vegan, I might stop at Chick-fil-A, get a large fry. That's about it. You know, you gotta make it real accommodating. I downloaded this app called Happy Cow. They have all the vegan restaurants in the area. And I think what helped me was that I always cooked my food. When I first had gone vegan, I cooked all of it. I shopped in the produce section so much that I knew, like, at the end of the day, if your diet is vegan and they have a produce section, you can eat. You know, I tried to keep it real simple at first. I still keep it simple. So I just ask questions. I mean, if I go to some pork house restaurant with people, I'll probably just be like, I just want water. And, you know, and I don't know, but eventually, you know, it starts becoming regular. You know, no matter what, no matter the restaurants, well, my fault. Probably 80% of your restaurants out there have a vegan side menu. You know, you could tell them no dairy, or, you know, let me get an oil-based salad dressing. Can you throw some beans in there? Like, what would be the, just ask them, can y'all do this? Then what would be the cost for all that? If it sounds doable to you, then do it.
Yeah. I have a question for you. When you started on your vegan diet, right? Vegan diet.
Mm-hmm.
How long was it where you found yourself feeling like you felt different in regards to your diet?
You said, how long did it take me to start feeling different?
Yeah, when you started eating vegan, how long was it from the start till you felt?
It was like, all right, so when I first had my first meal, it was a great feeling because I didn't feel so stuffed. And I noticed like when I was working out, I started feeling different because I felt extremely lighter. Like, you know, there's being in shape like eating meat, and then there's being in shape at vegan. I felt extremely like toned. And then I just felt I felt more, I felt I had more energy. I was able to really, I felt I was able to do anything because I changed my diet. Like that's the feeling. I think once people transition to veganism, I mean, some people might experience more energy, more clarity. I might have experienced that too. I'm not saying I didn't. I probably didn't tap into it at that point in time. But what I did notice was I was like, damn, I could do damn near anything.
Invincible.
Yeah.
I love that. So how has it impacted your coaching and the type of work that you do with people being vegan? Or is that kind of separate? Do you focus more with vegan clients, or do you work with anybody as a health coach?
So the coaching started when I was cooking food for people. And one day I cooked food for like 200 people, 100 people, 2 dishes, and they had already eaten food. And I was like, wait, what? And they weren't vegans. They were just regular, you know, meat eating, whatever.
Little meaties instead of...
Well, and so then, like, I'm like, nah, this isn't what I want to do in my life. Like, I'm not cut for the food industry. Like, nah, I don't want to take all this inventory on napkins, and nah, I don't like this. Like, I didn't like it. It was a lot. Like, running a food business is a lot. So I ended up running to people who said, I want to be vegan. I want to be vegan. So I said, all right, I'll just be your vegan coach. But to answer your question, no, I don't just work with vegans because I realize everybody in this world does not want to be vegan. And then even if you are vegan, that doesn't necessarily mean you're healthy. Sorry to hurt your feelings, vegans, but it's the truth.
There you are.
Calling you out, you junk food vegans. Anyone out there?
Home-based vegans like anything, because health is way more than just what you eat. You know, health is way more than what you eat, how you look on the scale, like, you know, so it's a lot of people who feel like, oh, I'm already good. And so I'm like, oh, really? Okay, so how are you taking in stress? Oh, I don't really know. Oh, I'm sorry.
Oh.
But no, I don't work only with vegans. I don't know. I might should though, because vegans are crazy. But no, I don't only work with vegans though.
New niche being born, the only vegan health coach, or people transforming into vegans instead of meaties. I think that's what I'm going to call them. I don't know if that's a real official term, but I kind of like it. The meaties.
The meaties. No, I don't. That's cool. I like the meaties. You're a meaty.
A meaty.
I'm a meathead. In this case, I am a meathead.
I love it. I know, right?
Okay.
Oh my God.
Justin, question for you. How has the inspiration for you with eating vegan, how has it affected your own health? How has it done that?
Well, I do remember going to the doctor one time, and I got some of the greatest reviews I ever got in my life. Like, probably on top of working out too, but, you know, it was like, I think I was like a few points off from what they call optimum health at that point in time. So, like, I still have that paper somewhere. Because I kept it like, damn, like, you know, this is kind of real. But, you know, at that time, it was like, it was just, I used to have high blood pressure growing up. Don't have high blood pressure. Don't have high sugar. Like I do remember I used to go to the doctor's office, and I think this happens to any human being. Like before they tell you, all right, we're about to check your blood pressure immediately goes up.
Yeah.
I don't care. Like, I don't care who it is in the world, how healthy you are. Like, you always leave the doctor's office with a higher blood pressure than like you would have 4 days ago. Because it's like you're being alerted, like we're checking your blood pressure. Like,
It's a little nerve-wracking.
yeah, like it's more nerves than it is actual blood pressure.
My mother actually calls it the white coat pressure. She tells me she sees a white coat in the doctor's office.
Yeah. Everything just, you know, because you always leave a doctor's office sometimes with bad news. So, you know, I think it's normal for someone to have a spike in high blood pressure just even pulling up at the damn doctor's office. Like, you don't know what to expect. It's kind of fearful almost. So, yeah.
Well, thank you. So I
just realized.
So if I were to work with you, and I came to you, I called you up, and we had a conversation, and I start working with you, how would we work together? How would that look?
Well, in our conversation, I'll find out what are some outcomes you want. Whether those outcomes are being vegan or not, just whatever outcomes you want in your health or life. I don't really see the difference sometimes, but you know, other people do. I'll see what it's been like for you up until now. Make sure to see it's safe for you to actually want what you have in this current state of mind. And based off our conversation, to know if you're coachable or not. For me to coach you, let me say that because I believe everyone is coachable. Just someone might not be the correct coach. And then from there, I'll make an invitation to you. Invite you to take it a step further. You know, invite you into transforming habits that no longer suit where you are. Because one thing I notice with people, I think I posted about this. A lot of times we ourselves get ourselves from 0 to 1, probably even to level 2 on our own. But then all of a sudden, you know, you put a lot of energy on your own, a lot of hard work, you know, the common hard work, energy, grit, all that other good old corporate America talk. And then, you know, you do all that, then you reach a plateau, you fall down and sink a bit, what's this guy called like the Valley of Despair. Then you get this energy to go all the way hard again, but you're realizing like doing more is not the correct thing to do. You know, being smarter, being more efficient, using less to do more. So that's why I started noticing what happens with people sometimes. But that's what I would also do. Like we work on doing less to do more, to be more efficient, to change habits.
So honestly, it sounds like working with you, save a lot of time and money, even though they're making an investment, because of how much more quickly they could see the results working with you than by working on them on their own. That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's definitely it, because look at how much, just like I said, look at how much you put into doing it on your own, and you got to pay for a lot of that. You pay for with your time and your energy. You know, when you try to do things free, or I tell people, you know, sometimes being cheap is more expensive. Look at all of what you do. I had a friend, he hit me up saying, man, I'm trying to gain weight. I said, okay, so what are you doing? I don't really know what to eat. I've been fasting. I said, why are you fasting and you're trying to gain weight? Like, why? Like, well, I really don't know what to exercise. I've been doing pull-ups and push-ups and all that. I really don't know what to eat. I said, how about you just hire a personal trainer? Like, what is wrong with hiring a personal trainer? Like, we're at the age of adulthood where you have to realize the energy you once had at 18 and you've been living an off type of life. It's not gone, but it's damn sure not as high. So it's like, be smarter. You know, if you can't do it, like you say, entrepreneurs, if you can't do it on your own, outsource it.
Yeah. I love that. When I was looking at investing in my own coaches, there are things that I knew I could eventually do on my own, but it would maybe take me 5 years versus like getting the support over 3 to 6 months that saved me 5 years. Like that is worth a lot of my time, like to get 5 years back. It's a pretty cheap investment to learn all that I could learn on my own in a much more compressed period of time so that I could move on and do other things that I wanted to actually do rather than struggling for 5 years. Yeah. So I love that message.
The satisfaction of saying, like, I just did it on my own. Like, it worked out pretty good for me.
That's awesome.
Awesome. I've got a question. So I am actually doing a challenge, and I invite any of our listeners to join me. I don't tell Dawn and Dama this yet, but I'm planning on doing Meatless March. Not vegan, but I'm not going to be a meaty, at least for the month of March. I'm doing Meatless March. So I'm curious, in your professional opinion, like, what could I do to really get the most out of this? Is there anything I may really need to put in place? And if anyone else wants to join me, put it in the comments, and maybe we'll do a special drawing if anyone else joins Meatless March. Little competition and support. So what should I do? What should I do to make sure I don't screw my life up during Meatless March?
Go buy Beyond Beef, Beyond Meat.
No fake meat products?
Huh?
No fake meat products?
Oh, no, I was about to recommend fake meat.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not, I told you those days of being vegan are done. But look up a lot of meat substitutes. They have, like I said, Beyond Beef sausages. They have Beyond Beef burgers. They have little beef crumbles. You know, they have, like, do you have a Whole Foods where you live?
Yeah. Close-ish.
Go to Whole Foods. I don't know if you guys have an Earth Fair or Fresh Market. Any place you might have like a really supreme health store.
Okay.
You know, outside the normal. I think even a Kroger's. I don't know if y'all have Kroger's out there. But anyway, where you have those like real supreme health stores that's on the level of Whole Foods or a little bit below, but they're above the regular grocery store.
Yeah.
They will always have meat. They will always have a vegan option dedicated area to where you will see sausages, vegan, plant-based, bacon made out of tempeh, burgers, meatless, animalless. Like they have all of these options there that sometimes people just glance over, going straight to the fish market aisle or whatever, and like they have all of that there. I mean, explore those options. You know, explore those options. I would definitely recommend you getting a Beyond Beef sausage first. I've made spaghetti with it. I've made tacos with it. I made fajitas with it. I look at mushrooms. You know, look at beans. Look up a whole lot of recipes. Chickpea patties, mushroom patties.
I don't know if you'd be up for it, but I would love if you would post a couple of your like top 3 favorite vegan recipes.
Of my own?
Or your go-tos, you know, whatever, you know, the ones that you really love. We can have you post them, like if you send them to us, we can post it with the show on Friday. That would be awesome.
All right, so I'll send it to your
to our show. Yeah,
to your show, yeah.
Well, there you go, guys. If you are ready to join me on Meatless March and become less of a meaty and more of a potential vegan, who knows? Make sure you comment below on this video. I'm really excited about doing it. I'm kind of curious too, like Justin was saying, like what may happen with my body, what may happen, just kind of giving myself a reset. I don't know if I'll do that forever, but I'm really interested in that. So if you're interested in joining me, if you're feeling brave, you can join along. We can cheer each other on in the group page. I'm really excited. Thank you for those tips. I'm really curious. Do you have any final thoughts to share with our listeners today? Any famous last words?
Yeah, I do. Follow me on Instagram at Bitcoin Vegan. That's number one. Number two, I've been wrestling with this a while, so just give me a minute. Notice what your habit loops are.
Mm.
Notice who you are. Notice why you be on a path of, even if you're not even on the path. Notice why you're not on the path, or if you're on the path of improvement. What makes you sink back? What makes you feel like I might have to change things up? Notice who you're being when you step into situations.
Mm-hmm.
Notice how you can be more in control of yourself. And be kind to yourself, have positive self-talk. I started practicing gratitude a lot, like writing down what I'm thankful for, what I'm grateful for. And in the midst of that, I started changing my inward thoughts. Like I used to say, man, I'm tired of not having time for this. I'm tired of not having money. I'm tired of this. I'm just tired of this shit. And I actually traded that in for, I'm grateful for this.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful to know. I said at one time, I'm grateful to have the knowledge to actually be able to change. I'm grateful to know the people like you all.
Well, I love being a part of this community, and I'm so glad that we all get to share in it together. Your brilliance really shines a light and adds something unique and really special. And I'm so glad that I've gotten to know you a little bit and excited to get to know you more. Thank you so much for being on the show today. You're our first vegan guest that I know of, and that's pretty cool. I love that. You've inspired me for Meatless March, so I'll let you know how that goes.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, let's go ahead and see that started. I want to see those posts.
Whoop, whoop. You will, yes. So again, thank you for being with us on the Second Nature Show. It's been a real pleasure having you. And apart from Bitcoin Vegan on YouTube, on Instagram, which I do follow, where else can our listeners find and follow you? Any other place you would have them check out?
You can check me out on YouTube too. I haven't started posting there as much yet, but I will. You might see some old videos. Mm-hmm. Before I was coaching. I'm going to leave those on there too so people can see the growth. So yeah, on YouTube, Bitcoin Vegan as well.
Awesome. Thank you again so much. It's been a true pleasure today.
Thank you.
Dom, where can our listeners find and follow you at?
CoachDomCampbell.com.
And Donna, what about you?
Donna at DesireStateCoaching.com and Donna Masterson on Facebook.
Oh, wait. BitcoinVegan.com.
Awesome. BitcoinVegan.com. Perfect. Can't wait to check that out. And you can find and follow me at Fully Aligned Coaching on Facebook. And on Instagram, I'm at Alex, the Fully Aligned Coach. And you can find and follow us at The Second Nature Show on Facebook and YouTube, or by emailing thesecondnatureshow@gmail.com. We'd be happy to answer any questions, put you in contact with Justin, or if you're curious about being a guest on the show, we would love to set up that possibility. We're looking for all different types of health and wellness practitioners because it is our goal to expand the consciousness and let people know what is out there in terms of holistic health services so that we can shift the health paradigm on the planet. We're tired of seeing people sick and tired, and whatever we can do to spread that message and connect people is something that we're really interested in. So thank you again for joining us this week on the Second Nature Show. And you can catch us again next Friday at 9 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. And remember, if you change your habits, you can change your life. Thanks, guys.